Welcome to episode 150 of the OVW podcast, the unofficial podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling. My name is Jack Minogues. A little throwback there for the 150th episode.
There you go. My name is Brian Allen. Hello.
Today we're getting into all of the action from Independence Rage Rewind, a very special episode of OVW Rise that was broadcast this last Thursday, which was July 23rd, 2026 from legendary Hot Point Davis Arena. But first, Brian Allen.
Hey.
Got an update.
Ooh,
Saw the card last week on the show. Went and sold it. The next day. Went and sold it at a very high end bourbon cellar here in town. There's also one in Louisville.
Okay.
And they thought I was definitely homeless. It was like I was in my work clothes. I'd just gotten off of work. I work in the warehouse. It's hot, and I just walk in with a Pokemon card.
They thought you were desperate, man.
They thought I was desperate.
Okay.
But to their credit, as soon as I said, "Hey, this is who I'm looking for. I'm here to sell them a Pokemon card." Oh, totally. Right this way. Let me. How are you today? They were very. But I could see why they thought that I looked homeless.
I got you.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't this the shorts with long sleeve T-shirt ensemble that you frequent?
This is that's one of my main work looks. That's the main work look for me.
That's a good. I've always been a fan of shorts, long sleeve tee. Even shorts hoodie looks good.
Shorts hoodies looks good.
Yeah.
How was your week?
Good week. The weekend was much needed. Hit a few concerts past couple of days.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They were pretty good. It was a good time. Music heals a lot of the what's going on in our world anytime ever. So.
Best show you saw. Say it. Who is it?
Oh, out of the two?
Yeah.
Who did you see?
I mean, so last night was on the EDM side of the house. We saw two pretty, some of the biggest names in that scene, Tape B and Levity. They killed it. Cannabliss was there as well. She's a great DJ as well. All three of them killed it. So that was a good time. Still trying to learn a little bit about what went on Friday. I'm still putting it all together. It was a controversial night. It still is, and that can be a whole story itself. But it was a hardcore show, and there were some younger bands there, kind of getting onto the scene, doing their thing. They did a great job. Headliner did not show up, and that spilled into a big thing. That was my reason for going. I love that headliner. I'm not even going to dive too much into that. We'll talk more about it later.
Going to put their name out there.
Yeah, it's pretty big, man.
So does this affect your love for Band X?
Unfortunately, yes, because he did his people wrong. Kind of everybody. Wrong. So
customer service is everything.
It is drama in the hardcore scene.
Yeah, we'll talk about it a little more. Yeah, but other than that, it's still a great night. The bands that were there, they did their thing and put on a show regardless of the weird circumstances. So it was at the skate park too in Louisville. I forgot which one.
The one downtown.
Yes,
the Extreme Park.
It was not the one two downtown, but there's a different one that I think is kind of recently opened, but I forgot the name. Cool spot though. They're doing.
I didn't know they had two skate parks now.
Yeah,
so they
got that. Yeah, we'll frequent it one time, man.
I would love to go.
Yeah,
I'd love to go.
It'll
That'd
be
awesome.
Good, but good week. How about you?
I made that money. Money.
There you go.
That's
Take
it.
that.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing that mattered to me.
Yeah.
Only thing that mattered to me.
Pokemon payday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to go back tonight after we get done recording and see if I can hit the well again.
There you go.
I got some minor hits a couple days after that. Nothing worth triple digits, but some minor hits.
Yeah.
If you are looking to catch OVW, you can do it. You could do so every Thursday for OVW Rise. Doors open at 5:45. First matches at 6:15. Overdrive at 6:30, and Rise live right at 7 p.m. Mm-hmm. You can also catch them in LaPorte, Illinois, on Friday, August 14th at 6 p.m., and in Cincinnati, Ohio, for the Race for the Crown on August 15th, my birthday, 2026, at 7 p.m. All tickets and more information about these events can be found at ovwrestling.com. The Big Zinc Boys will be back right after this.
Hey, folks. Tiny Brian here once again. To remind you that we here at OVW Podcast, we have a Patreon. It's at patreon.com/OVW Podcast. We'll be putting up this episode on Sunday night. I don't know that we'll release it to the general public before Wednesday. So you get it early, you get early access, you get special content. Malachi, something's up with this camera. I'm still not really loving this camera. Malachi, no.
I want to see pores.
No, stop it. Look,
I wanna
I'm
see-
all for getting close to the
I
fan
like that.
base. Okay, that's better. That's
you
better.
go.
Easy.
I want to see
Okay,
eyebrows.
so yeah, I don't have eyebrows.
What'd you do to him?
Got my genetics.
Yeah.
Malachi's got nice eyebrows.
Well, he's got his mom's genetics, and I just borrowed hers for a little while.
That was big. You've been hanging out with the Big Zinc boys too.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like that.
Anyway,
Part of those.
Patreon early access. You can hear more from the Big Zinc Boys as they talk about all things relevant to the world of the international billion-dollar sports entertainment industry on their side show, Death to the Fed, and Jackman and Malachi. They get together. At least this is part of the lore. The stories are told that once upon a time Jackman and Malachi got together and they did a show.
We did.
And they're going to do it again, is what I hear, and it's called Cartoon Dreams Come True.
Yeah, Malachi
we
and
like that a
Jackman
lot.
cartoon dreams come true.
Watching shows is hard.
It is. It is.
Very hard to watch cartoons. It is.
Well, we want to watch this.
My heart goes out to the both of you.
We
Really.
want to watch this anime, and I don't have the access to it. Only Malachi has it, so we can't really watch it separately. And I don't think that it's good. I don't think the content will be as good if we don't watch it together. But it's a lot to do. That one's a lot to dig into, and we want to make sure that we do it right. And so we're working our way through it.
While we're here and having this conversation, what would you guys think about maybe? I know we flirted with the idea more than once. Maybe it's time to sit down with a Netflix account and watch wrestlers and talk about it again. Alan's never really had his say on wrestlers at all.
That's true.
And I think that looking back now, I think that because I've watched a couple episodes of it from time to time, and watching it now as opposed to when we did it originally, it's fascinating to go, oh, okay, there's him and him.
Yeah.
There's Cornbread, and there's all kinds of people I know. So I think it might be interesting, and that would be some good content we could do for the Patreon. Again, that's at patreon.com/OVW podcast. If you're interested in that, get in the comments. Let us know. Tell us what you want. We want to get you what you're looking for. But for now, I know what you're looking for. You're looking for the Big Zinc Boys talking about OVW Rise or OVW Independence Rage Rewind. Rewind. Now back to them, already in progress.
All right, Brian Allen.
Hi.
So I thought that we were gonna be able to come in here and just be like, "Oh yeah, man, they blew it up, dude. They blew it up. I can't believe they did that, man."
Yeah.
What we actually got was a pretty straightforward, exactly as
It was
as
exactly what was on the tin.
exactly what was as described on the poster,
Yeah,
right?
I guess we overthought it, maybe.
I think
a
we
bit,
did.
which we like to do. Overthinking is better than underthinking. That's how I see it.
Yeah, you gotta shoot for the stars. You gotta try to hit dingers. You know what I mean?
There you go. Carter Kaufman, shout out.
Yeah, Carter Kaufman, shout out. But I guess when I was looking for a way how I wanted to describe this, I landed on same script, two different directors.
Okay.
Between the pay-per-view and this, you mean?
Yes.
I like that.
There was, I felt like a little bit more lightheartedness
Yeah.
in this episode than there was overall the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view felt very dramatic, felt very prestige, as it should. Sunday Night Special. And this felt kind of I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it was less deep, and it wasn't that deep. You know what I mean?
I'm right there with that. It was.
I thought the same. I had the same kind of feeling that this was just sort of. Yeah, it was just sort of let's give the people what they want, and let's have a show.
Yeah, let's run it back and still have stakes, but like you say, much less serious tone, and I mean it still had those moments, of course, but definitely a little, less intensity was lessened for sure. Yeah, I think that's a fair observation. Most would probably share.
So we start off the night with Katie Gannon, our GM. She comes in to explain why we're doing this. Basically, gotta at least explain it. So you have the GM
Yeah,
do so, right?
The GM things. Yeah.
Tony Evans comes out. Evans' family, lovely Miss Larkin, is all shook up.
Yeah.
They're falling
Very
apart.
fair. Yeah.
Every single match will be a rematch from Independence Rage except for Larkin's match.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, which she was promised next week.
Right.
Katie. Yeah.
And only one match in the card was not a rematch from the Rage, and that was the 8-man Rush Division
Scramble. Mm-hmm.
And what we didn't get, unless I missed it somehow, was level 3.
No, the tag team. No, we didn't get that either.
Oh
You're
yeah,
right.
they didn't. Yeah. No, you're right. Yep. We'll save it. They're saving it.
All right, so with all of that out of the way,
Mm-hmm.
match of the night again.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
First
Yeah,
match,
we're already there.
first match,
Yeah,
of
but
the,
start
first match of the
that thing
night.
off hot, do the
JJ
same
Lawson,
thing.
Brendan Bollig,
Yeah.
again. Oh man,
yeah.
Not even tables, ladders, and chairs. Just
Nope.
straight up.
Yeah.
yeah. These guys,
Yeah. What else could you say? These guys.
these guys
These
have
man.
it
Yeah.
and
They-
tons of it.
They do. They got the juice, man. They got the drip. They got the aura. They got the. I mean, whatever compliment we could throw out here for them today. Things and Ty, this was one we were talking about. They're texting back and forth. Near the end there, things got a little weird. But for the whole match, it was they teased. Maybe a chair would get used here and there, but no, they held off. No DQ finish occurred. It was a straight up like we're gonna get to the end of this thing.
Well, now it was not without.
Yeah, now, not that again. Things didn't get weird, but no DQ finish.
One thing I appreciated through the course of this match was every single Lawson pin break was a rope break, and every single balling pin break was a 2 count.
Yeah.
Just very, very highlighting their two different styles, highlighting that Brendan Balling is that like take it to the last second kick out 2.99 guy.
Yeah, we had some close.
And Lawson is like, just gonna slide my foot over.
Yeah, just give me that.
Yeah. I appreciated that so much.
That heel tendency to do the least work possible.
Well, but let's be honest, JJ Lawson's put in a ton of work
Sure.
on during this rivalry.
Yes.
But it's just it's nice because wrestling, especially in the style that these guys do it, the 2 count is so ingrained, so built into this style that it's nice to just add a little bit of you're doing the same mechanic. You're doing the exact same mechanic. You're still getting a 2 count, but you're doing it in 2 separate ways and highlighting the 2 separate people's personality, the 2 wrestlers' different personalities and motivations, right?
Yeah.
And I just small stuff like that goes a long way for me.
It does, yeah.
But let's talk about the other feisty boy.
Yeah, who the hell was
What
that?
the?
Yeah,
I rewound a dozen times.
Me too, yeah.
On Thursday, and then again today as I was building your notes. I still don't know. So, real feisty rolls out. Fake feisty rolls in, gets the pin.
Comes from under the
Then
ring.
rolls out, and real feisty comes back to get his arm raised.
That's some That's some real like feist work. Dang, I don't even. It was so slick.
Do we have to call this episode "Attack of the Clones"? It feels
it's up there.
Sort of "Attack of the Clone-ish," really.
It does.
So the first time I saw it, I was like, man, he can move really fast. He got to the other
I thought he went all the way under the ring.
I was like, man,
Yeah.
he got to the other side of that ring real fast. Like, cause
Crazy.
on his belly.
Something slide down there or something.
No, I any guesses on who it is? Any guesses at all?
I don't think it's someone we've seen before.
Who was the other feisty boy when there were 2?
He had like darker, like shorter hair.
And Elijah Eros was one for a little bit.
Yeah, need Elijah around again. I miss him, man.
As long as he puts shoes on.
Always liked him.
Yeah, he got the shoes rocking now.
No, for a while he wrestled barefoot.
Yeah,
I just can't handle
I'm right there with you where I feel weird about that. It took a while. When I was watching Matt Riddle a lot, I was like, man, damn.
I want to get my toesies stepped on.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. But yeah, I got no guesses really as of right now. This is gonna be a fresh face. Around there.
Yeah, I don't know either. But whoever they did it in a pinch, I mean,
yeah,
it worked.
It sure
little
did.
fake
Like,
diesel.
Yeah, no, like in a pinch, like whoever they got, they pulled off the illusion of looking like JJ long enough that I think that people had to at least go rewind it.
Yeah,
people had to at least to go, and commentary had to call it out as well to make sure people understood it.
It was one of the biggest twists of the night. Maybe the big, just kind of weird, like mysterious. What was that? And then you got to guess, assume, overthink from there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure out soon.
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll figure out in the weeks to come. Let's talk about our second match of the night, Brian Allen. I don't even have to use the last names anymore. I don't know why I still do. You're still Brian Allen in my heart. You're always. It's always Brian Allen.
Whatever
to me.
That works. That works.
I mean, I'm still over here named Brian, so hi.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but I'll just call you Tiny.
That is true. But at any rate.
Yeah. So we have some more superior shenanigans going on.
Oh, they're all over the place.
Yeah, they're all over the show like usual. Big family. With
we
big
missed
goals.
that they actually came out and messed with Katie earlier at the. Did we talk about that?
Yeah, we did touched on it a bit. We got a boss baby drop there. Katie was cooking there.
Katie knows what to do with a line she's been fed.
Yeah,
boss baby.
It worked. Crowd loved it, and we got a chance of that throughout the show. So, great execution there. We get the superior family back out here. We're fresh off. The whole family got stripped off their titles, so this moment right here is their first chance to try to get some redemption.
Yep, get them back.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you got I mean, he's always hot, Steven Steele, but extremely fresh off that title win. He's always gonna be hard to beat, but fresh off that ego boost, that extra juice you get from getting a new title. I mean,
possibly the hottest run he's had since he entered the company.
Yeah.
Like the way he feels right now. He just feels kind of like all the momentum's there, the whole thing's coming together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah.
And another great match between these guys this week with Steven Steele and Drew Hernandez. We get more Tommy stuff.
Yeah.
Tommy
this episode.
It's a lot of Tommy this episode.
Yeah.
In some really impressive ways that we'll talk about.
Oh, yeah. We'll get there.
But this interference against Drew, which allows Steven Steele to retain by disqualification, seems a little bit more intentional than the bumbling Tommy that we've had over the past few weeks, the kind of can't get his stuff together Tommy.
Yeah. Very intentional this episode.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. So what we've had on the rematches, we've had one title change and one retention.
Yep. So
for those of us keeping score at home.
Retention, yep, and it was. Again, like you said, more interesting how they did it with Tommy Boy this time, where he was here to help out. He's a brass knuckle guy. He always got a pair on him somewhere, and he's going to give that to his family. And he did here, but also just expose him at the same time, kind of a switcheroo situation. And they ended up costing.
Yeah, some real animosity, Drew.
So they still got that going on. Yeah,
real animosity between Drew and Tommy Boy. So, backstage, we see Dustin's not happy that Jay gets a rematch.
Doesn't like getting called bro.
Yeah.
After calling her bro a bunch.
I love calling women bro when you do that. It's
I don't know. Yeah, you're just like, hey, dog.
Yeah. When you get, it's like, dog. Yeah. He didn't like that, but Dustin, we're getting this back again. Dustin, he's been like this with his, douchebaggery kind of output, but now with back with the belt again, it adds just that much more oomph to it.
Carmen had a great call in the middle of their rematch where he was like, it took Jay De Niro 54 years to get to the top, and he only was with that title for 63 days. I was like, damn, that's a good fucking call.
Carmen been killing it, man.
Carmen has been killing it.
Yeah, got to that table for this show.
All right, well, you know what time it is.
Ah, yes.
It's time for our one main event. This one is you. This one's all you.
Oh, yes. So.
And from me, match of the night, just because
okay.
I love big, bold, weird matches, and this was big, this was bold, and this was weird, and I loved it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this was the best Icon Lee match in OVW.
Okay, yeah.
Has there really been a match?
Agree.
He can certainly go.
He sure can.
But I don't know that there's been a match where we went, whoa. that level with Icon.
I got one off the top of my head. That is
I want to hear it.
Icon versus Brandon Davis. I believe it was at Thanksgiving Thunder. I'm pretty sure it was that show. That was for the Rush Division title, unless I'm mistaken. Yep, because he wanted it at Halloween. So, yeah, that was my big one before this, where I was like, Icon, damn. That's my favorite match. I think his best match so far. But this one, I agree. Some of, if not the best work, we've seen him. Again, not just from a going in the ring standpoint, but just the storytelling, too, in it. Everyone played a part in this. So I agree with that.
I love the spectacle.
I like the spectacle
big time
anytime
spectacle.
the whole, you can get a locker room.
Yeah, when you put the locker room around the ring, I don't care if you're reading like stock futures. I'm here just to watch the chaos of the locker room milling about around the ring.
Yeah, because it's hard to get everyone camera time on the show, on any show and any promotion. So anytime you get an excuse to just get people that there's every wrestler in there, has fans, big fans, and it's good to see. Like, hey, I haven't gotten to see you go in the ring in a little bit, but it's good to see you out here and doing your thing and playing your part in the show.
That's why you go to live wrestling or why you go to live music or whatever. You go to see the people.
Yeah.
It's people watching.
You go to see. It's you go see. My literal thought process when I went to buy tickets last minute to Ric Flair's last match was I just want to go see him.
Yeah, I like.
I want to be in the same. I want to be in the same room as him.
Yeah,
there's something cool to that. Cool about that to me. So in any way you can get, like you said.
Yeah.
This is somebody's favorite wrestler.
There you go. Yep.
Somebody in that crowd loves Glenn Spector.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was there.
That's the dude.
I really like the division of the locker room, kind of, easy, really easy thing.
Yeah, we split it with the pretty heels and
the faces.
Guys, bad guys,
the faces love T, and the heels loved Icon.
Yeah, maybe he paid. How much do you think he paid him? You think he just got that much clout with the other bad guys there?
Can't
paid him.
imagine.
That's one thing that I do love about just wrestling logic is these people have beefs with each other too. They're not just automatically going to be he's one of us.
He's one of us.
It's a union.
Especially bad guys. They're not so much we're on the same team. We're both bad.
Yeah, the plausibility of it happening with the good guys is so high, I feel like. But the plausibility of it happening with bad guys is so low.
It's silly. Yeah.
But I like that's one of the great things about wrestling is it's just no, it's good guys and bad guys. So that's why.
Which it very well could have been, in kayfabe, hey, you know what? Screw these good guys. Let's take
that's
a second.
That's what we're expected to believe is they just love beating up good guys so much.
Here's an opportunity.
And I love it. I love just buying into that, and all wrestling fans are just well, that's why.
Yeah,
one of them's good and one of them's bad. That's all it takes. Okay, in this magical world where morality is the only thing that really matters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Championships, all of that stuff come secondhand to morality, basically.
It's just Justice League versus Legion of Doom. It's just,
classic.
It's comic book logic, really.
Yeah, it's great.
That's it. And it worked really well here. I mean, every single dude here was in hand with some sort of strap or belt or whatever, and the two competitors got their beat down, when it happened. Icon took a bit, because he was getting some real good protection again from those bad guys, but he eventually was when
he got his, it was nice.
Thing. Yeah, it was.
But T-Dub got a lot more, I feel like, than Icon did. It seemed like T-Dub was outside the ring all the time.
A lot. Ultimately, though, did get his get back. Maybe this is final. Not too sure yet. We thought that'd be Sunday, but here we were again in a big, intense match, and they delivered though. So yeah, T-Dub finally got his, it looked like.
Yep. TW3 takes the victory. We see a backstage kind of with the Only Bros.
Yeah, they got a plan in the works of feeling like, where they get their fame, everything they felt like they'd get with those titles other than getting beat up.
They're trying to get their paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. They said they had an Uber there.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder, I hope everything is okay with Troy's big Stone Cold Steve Austin truck. I hope that they aren't really taking Ubers.
Right.
No, that is that. Prime again with kind of like this effortless kind of joke.
That's a great joke.
Like, yeah, no, it's a great joke. It's easy, like
just slide it in. Dude.
Yeah, no, he's very, very naturally very funny guy. I always love anytime he gets a microphone, anytime he can kind of you know, slide that personality in there.
They've had a great run.
I can't remember when I've laughed harder than when we did the Only Bros rate the OVW. So
the Goon tier list.
The Goon tier list. It's in our. Go back in our back catalog if you've not seen it, folks. Go back there and find it. It's worth your time.
That was by far my favorite, like hour and a half of my year so far. I don't know about y'all.
That was one of the best things that we've ever put out as a show. And shout out to Hines on that one, putting all that together.
Yeah, he put that all together.
Put that all together with the Only Bros. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about our heavyweight title match.
Oh, yes.
Jay De Niro, Dustin Jackson. Dustin Jackson, incumbent champion, of course, beat Jay De Niro at Independence Rage. Now we're running it back. Jay De Niro wants it again. Big, long match here.
Yeah. It was well, like you said, big long match, and whenever that happens with Jay in there, and this one was no different. I will be like, Jay De Niro can just go and display the most insane amount of stamina that you'll see. Really, I mean, 53, 4, somewhere in there. Regardless, there's a 5 in there.
Years young.
Years young.
He's 54.
54. Thank you so much.
He is just 4 years older than me, and he makes. I feel like I'm 27 years older than him because I wish I could move a fifth, a tenth, as well as Jay De Niro does.
He just doesn't, I mean, everyone through the match will lighten up a bit and not be able to go as hard as they did in the beginning, but he will have that same display as anyone else in that locker room with the stamina. It is so impressive, man.
And Dustin Jackson is a hard guy to keep up with.
Yeah.
He's a very, very fast competitor.
Yeah, he's electric.
Crowd still so absolutely involved in this angle, in love with this angle. Crowd equal parts. I think actually the Let's Go Jay, or it wasn't even Let's Go Jay, it was Dustin Sucks.
Yeah.
It was Let's Go Dustin, Dustin Sucks.
The
dueling chants. I think the Dustin Sucks was a little louder. I think people really. And Jay De Niro is a lot of people's favorite guy.
Super face, super heel.
Super face, super heel. Yeah.
Jackman, you and I have been watching this. You've been watching longer than me, but we've been watching the whole time. Pretty much every episode Jay De Niro has appeared in OVW.
Except for the ones that I wasn't on.
Except for those, yes. And I love Jay. But the broad appeal, I can't trace it to a moment. Is it just that Tony Evans kept him down for a year, and he didn't get to talk?
It's that he's everyman. It's that he conveys everyman more than anybody else on the roster does. You can fit into let's look at everything since Tony Evans. Oppressive boss. Check it off the list. Everybody got that. Everybody got that.
Yeah.
Everybody got a boss that runs their mouth a little bit too much.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
Getting screwed over.
Trouble with your kids.
Yeah. Say the parenthood aspect.
Parenthood. Not maybe not having the best relationship with your parents, or you're a parent, you know what it's like to go through, people know that from both sides.
Yeah, I've now been on both ends of that.
People know that from both sides. Finally getting to the top of your career only for a little cocky, shithead, arrogant kid to come in and ruin it for you.
Yeah.
A lot of people in that audience know that.
Yeah, ageism is a big thing. People will face certain things when they, get a certain age. Everyone's all getting old is bad in the mainstream eye to a lot of people, especially the younger folks. You old, whatever, you're not good at this or whatever it may be. And he represents that too. That's another great element.
And if you're not personally going through any of those things, you know somebody that is.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean? Jay De Niro is a stand-in for people's dads, for people. I mean, and I'm being serious. He has that appeal.
Yeah.
He does have big dad energy, really.
Yeah. Well, I know how proud. I want to throw another, if that's okay. Just how proud he is of his culture and how he displays that too, and his character and everything. It's just, and I'm throwing in the aura and drip too with that.
Yeah, of course.
That adds to it.
I mean, his shoe game fascinated
Yeah.
Hines for 3 years.
There you go.
Probably still does.
Yeah.
However, Dustin Jackson retains.
Yeah. It was interesting to think like, oh yeah, we're gonna get a little run again from DJ. I don't know
Yeah,
where this
looks
will
like
go next.
looks like we are.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're probably bouncing back to Jay De Niro. I think that I think we've got more in that
Yeah.
feud.
I think
sure
the
do.
OVW socials have literally put the "This is far from over" post up about
Yeah,
this.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
we've got more gas in that tank.
We need a stip match. I don't know what that for anything to be considered anywhere near final with those two. With how much story we've had, it'll be need something pretty intense.
So do we think there'll be a moment where Jay has to do something to earn another shot at him, like he has to win some sort of a match? Maybe he has to win King of OVW?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
That's the tournament that they're.
Yeah,
And,
I think that's what they're gonna call them, King and Queen of OVW. So if you win
That'll
the
be
race
fun.
for the crown.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Does that? I wonder if that gets you a shot at the title. And that the Feds
makes sense.
the Feds comparable event does right.
right,
If you
it
get
does.
King of the Ring, you.
Well, this year. they kind of-
Ugh, yeah.
usually,
Oh yeah, this is the thing.
This is
So we just
usually-
talked about that on the latest
on
episode of
Death
Death
to
to
the
the
Fed.
Fed. So
yeah.
that's going to go available to everybody probably before this goes available to everybody. So
That was
check
a good
that
one.
out.
That was a good
So
one.
usually
that was a really
that,
good episode.
that is the case, though. You become king and queen, you get a chance at those titles. So
We'll see. OVW's not specified that, but we can kind of guess maybe that's the plan.
I mean, it's got to mean something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just a string of words.
yeah, it's a fair point. Yeah.
So back to our scorecard. We have 1 change, 2 retentions.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. And for what it's worth, there wasn't a title involved in the TW3 Icon match, but TW3 won both matches.
Yep.
Yes. So decisive, one would hope, with Icon.
So 6-way scramble match. This is number 1 contenders match.
They didn't directly say that, no.
Near the end, they were like, kind of alluding to like, hey, you think after a performance like that, which we would agree, Tommy Boy, after a performance,
He
like
was
that,
wrestling like
you-
he was wrestling like a guy that was a number 1 contender.
Yeah. So, and also take away, it's like, hey, if you want to make this a triple threat thing, just have Tommy Boy, Brendan, and Lawson just throw them in a match and blow the roof off the building. Let's do that.
Lord have mercy.
We have no problem. I'm bringing the thing out. Waiter, my steak is too juicy, my beer is too cold. Kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
we would hate if that happened.
Yeah, that would be awful.
When I do salad or anything, it'd be hard to pull off, but do it.
No, I mean throughout this match, and this
Make
is
it happen.
this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this
yeah.
was where we got like a lot of like lighten up stuff. A lot of comedy stuff. Evil Z, Super Z.
And they were those two. Were,
doing but through that all, Tommy Boy De Niro is holding this whole thing together in the air, mostly.
Yeah, in the air, literally.
That kid is crazy athletic, and it's been a while throughout all of this Tony Evans stuff that we've seen him get kind of let off the chain like that.
Taken more serious and just let him go. I don't know how else to explain it, but I was like, just how he was doing, I was like, this gives off just like punk rock, like skater stuff. Just his performance here.
Yeah.
With that, can y'all help Jack?
I'm not the only. Ironically enough, I did get like Darby Allin vibes, who's like the punk rock skater guy at AEW.
Can you help me with kind of idea in that move that he did? I'm like, so that's a springboard,
I had to rewind it.
shooting star, moonsault, even like a corkscrew was in there.
Yeah,
cutter.
it was.
I was like, I don't know if this. I even looked it up. Has that been performed in a wrestling ring before?
He actually what he did was separate all of his molecules from each other and reform them
Basically,
in front of us on live television.
Yeah.
So he basically did his own transporter. He just
Pretty
between
much.
him and Lawson, there's all kinds of teleportation going on in this episode.
Yeah. Pretty. Maybe that's what we're naming it around, like just some type of teleportation. I don't know. We'll keep brainstorming it, but and again, Super Z and Evils, they were putting on their own show.
Yeah,
It
they're
was
doing their thing.
really,
They're having
funny.
fun. PG-13's
Yeah.
fun. We're all having fun. But man,
Spin was in there throwing it up. And,
Tommy Boy
and-
said, "I'm gonna take that TV time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's mine."
yeah.
So against Evil Z, Justice Davis, Maximo Suave, Showtime Shanklin, and Super
Mm-hmm.
Z. We see more Justice Davis, Showtime Shanklin going back
Love
and
to
forth.
see that.
Yeah,
We
always
love
that.
two of our favorite guys.
Yeah.
Shanklin, one of our favorite guys to sit down with.
Mm-hmm.
Justice still on our bucket list of people we got to talk to.
Maximo, perennial friend of the show.
Absolutely.
Super Z, perennial friend of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Boy, though, to walking away our winner. And, like, I mean, from the moment because he didn't get right in there at the beginning.
Right.
But from the moment he
yeah.
got engaged,
Mhm.
it really was the Tommy Boy show.
It was, dude. It sure was.
And I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
No complaints from me.
Yeah, no, me either.
No.
All right, let's talk about our final match of the evening.
Mm-hmm. Main event time.
Before we do,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about what didn't happen last week. The other thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still nothing about TNA. No particular connection with TNA.
Mm-hmm.
They ran a TNA ad.
Yeah, they ran.
did.
They're advertising for their upcoming premium event.
Mm-hmm.
They mention TNA Plus as far as you can stream it, but nothing as far as storyline connections,
Yep.
and still no official announcement of what's up.
I've been watching Impact closely too the past couple of weeks, especially this past Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't no OVW mentioned from what I saw either yet. So
Maybe we
still,
know
yeah.
that TNA kind of films their stuff a little differently. Maybe we
Right,
have to wait and
right.
get on cycle with it for that to work out.
yeah, it makes it a
That's-
little interesting. Yeah.
No, I think that they're live now.
I know they're doing
Yeah.
a show every week. They have a cable television show now. I think
Yeah,
on like
so
Is
that
it not-
AMC.
is
AMC and especially the last few, I looked it up and it was still
Pre-recorded.
pre-recorded. It looked
Okay.
like, but I think they have had some live, and not just their PLEs; those are live from what I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
but,
obviously, yeah.
But yeah, they're maybe I swear there's been a few lately that were live recorded like that. That's something I swear I've heard too.
Maybe they're going to move to a live weekly format like OVW. Maybe they'll end up taking their cue from OVW, and we'll see them kind of line up in that way. That would be interesting.
That would be cool.
I don't know. I don't really have any insight into that.
Let's overthink it right now. Next 20 minutes. Let's
Well,
go.
I did when I was watching my aggregator this morning. Interestingly enough, they had a story about J-Rod.
Okay.
Getting her try. Yeah, she got the tryout for
yeah,
OVW.
Well,
for
actually,
WWE.
it was an aggregation of a story that TNA had passed on her.
Really?
Yeah, it's aggregation from Fightful that TNA had passed on her.
Passed on J-Rod.
Yeah, and then
They
she
passed
gets
the rock on J-Rod.
she gets her WWE tryout SummerSlam weekend.
That's interesting call.
So, like, I only bring it up because if there is, like, a working relationship thing that is established, J-Rod is, like, easy call
Yeah, that's
if you're TNA.
was a very initial thought when that was first announced. And something we all talked about. It's like
You know?
you think she's yeah.
Like, so that's the only reason I bring it up is I think that it's an interesting piece of information. Not even
is.
an important one.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about a relationship between the two companies, I think it's an interesting piece of information.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
we
is.
are. We will continue to kind of talk about this week to week
Yeah.
as it surely eventually develops a little more, and we see what the direction's going to be.
And shout out to who we know
Oh, yes.
or knew as referee Alice Lane, who I think is now a referee Katie Reynolds.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
the other big news.
That is, yeah.
So shout out to her.
Yeah,
She's
next,
when she first started coming around OVW, I was like, she's different. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
can just tell. Like
Yeah.
her presence is just a little bit different. Her presentation
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah.
So good for her, and good luck J-Rod.
Yes.
Also.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
luck to.
You think Alice changed her name so that people won't bother her in OVW or in WWE? That's a much bigger stage.
They're so big. When you get over there on just changing your name to be some new like, hey, this is our kind of thing that you don't
Something
have
they
a
can
past
own.
history.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. I know you could elaborate on that.
Yeah.
Chapman, that was a great. That was a really good video I saw someone make. Kind of a meme or about like when a wrestler from somewhere else kind of first appears on like NXT especially, they'll be like, this competitor, or like because they don't have a name for him yet. Like, this Wow, they're here. Okay, now they're just so adamant.
Look who it is.
Look who it is. Yeah,
Hey,
he's
You?
won some big thing, or just they won't just.
He's traveled all
Boom.
over. He's been doing this for
Yeah.
5 years. Traveled. Yeah.
Even if they can just say their name, no legal implication would happen if they said that established name. They just like to.
that's gotta
Redo it,
be
yeah.
that guy.
There you go.
They like-
That's gotta be him.
So they've done that to Alice Lane,
Yeah.
baby.
I'd say that's right on the money.
Yeah, congratulations, though,
Yeah,
Alice.
seriously, yeah.
Well earned.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. We got one more match
Mm-hmm.
on Independence Rage Rewind. This one was the one that I was like, oh, okay, here it is.
Right there with you. That was
Yeah,
mine. Yep.
This might have been when I realized that this was going to be a lot straightforward than we had anticipated last week on the show.
Mm-hmm.
This was the match that I had circled to be like, this was the whole reason for this.
Yeah. Yep.
To
We're
make
going
this a
the other way.
heartbreaker.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
to
yep.
take it back, to reverse this decision. Yeah. I thought that this was like as good as the match on Sunday.
Yeah. No.
I think that these two together have put in two like incredibly solid title matches to headline, two incredibly solid shows within
Yeah.
a week's time of each other.
Amazing.
And calling Independence Rage incredibly solid, and maybe honestly calling this episode incredibly solid might be a disservice.
I think
But-
it is to both of them.
But because they let's be honest, they're in a tough spot, man. Like
Yeah.
if they had to. This had to be a level of quality. Just to run the pay-per-view back on, 4 days later on a Thursday night. This
Yeah,
had to
he
be
had to
of a
bring-
certain level of quality.
Yeah. Bring something there.
And I'd say every match on the card met that expectation of quality.
I agree.
There is a level of kind of the confidence to just say, you know what? Again.
Let's do it again. Yeah.
And let's throw the guys from the table, ladder, and chairs match out there, the first match of the evening again,
Yeah.
with no stipulations,
Yeah.
and
Just watch
still blow everyone's mind, and blow everyone's mind in two ways. Because not only was it a great match, now we've got the intrigue.
Yeah.
Why do
Yeah.
we have JJ Lawson?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Tony with one of his best moments. That I've seen since watching. Probably one of his best moments in OVW. But it was a great picture. A few people were posting it where he had a Kid Colossus. He was under him, man. he had that's
Man.
a big man to be carrying around.
I was so impressed by that.
Yeah,
That was
that's-
crazy.
Yeah, because again, Tony, people, Boss Baby, Tidy Whities, whatever you want to call the heel, as you should, always give him credit for what he can do in that ring. I think it was his U.S. title match against Star Rider when the unmasking happened. When he was just going so crazy, I was like, damn, Tony can go.
Yeah.
And this was just another display, not no flip stuff going on, no theatrics like that. It was just insane level of it is that kind of Hogan with Andre the Giant kind of look where it's just like, oh damn, he's picked up and thrown like that.
Well,
It was that
a heck
moment.
a heck of a moment too for Tony to still be the one that was counting the three.
Oh, yeah.
laying on his
Yeah.
back that. I honestly couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And from like a character thing, like Tony a year ago, we talked about Tony and Jay just a few minutes ago. Tony and Jay, that Tony would have never gone to that extent to try to win a match.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But this Tony,
right.
this Tony's been to the top and he wants
Yeah.
to keep it, and he's trying to get
Getting
back
desperate.
there.
His family might be falling apart. The inner fighting. Larkin's going crazy after losing her title. Larkin's always crazy, but losing her title has her really on
I
edge
believe
lately.
she has technically called herself unregulated.
Unregulated. I like that. Unregulated, and especially unregulated after losing that title. So the family's in a little trouble now, and he's bringing
bit.
out desperate times, desperate measures. Is the call here?
No, yeah, he's trying to retain power at the top of the card. He's trying to retain power with the family, and dug to his depths and still couldn't get there, which is,
Yeah, we thought this would go the way, So it was very,
I really thought that this was going the other way because but I don't know, maybe Kid Colossus, maybe that's long-term thing,
Yeah.
more long-term than I had anticipated.
Yeah, I'm on the same.
Do you think we get more? Is there another one of these?
Yes. So I don't quite know what that looks like yet. I don't know if it's going to be the next thing, I don't know if that's going to be the next thing the title sees is them going at it again. Maybe it'll be a different competitor, but I do think it gets circled back eventually.
It feels like all these rematches mean that that race for the crown will have none of these title championships in it. Like it feels like that was clearing the deck so that all we're going to worry about for the next 3 weeks is just tournament matches.
It's a cool way to cool it off. You had two
G1 season at OVW, dude.
You had every title every title defended one night, and then almost every title defended again. A few days later. Could be a little cool off period.
Yeah,
they're doing.
Yeah, that'd be so funny if OVW did a G1 climax. It'd be amazing. It'd be the greatest. I would love.
What the heck is that? Come on, Jack.
So it's weeks double elimination round robin tournament in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I had a feeling Japan was about to come into this.
That's like where they have their like true like match of the year contenders. It's during the summer. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
what was I gonna say? How we get to the end of this match? Family comes out. Z-Force comes out to even the odds. We go back and forth. Daniel Spencer throws him out.
Yep.
Another moment where you figure that this thing is over. The belt shot on Colossus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it did feel like it was. Those feel final a lot at the time.
Most of the time they are.
Yeah.
Not today.
Yeah.
Not at Independence Rage Rewind.
Yeah. Big guy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
eat those. Yeah.
Gotta hit him twice.
Yeah.
I guess.
Double tap. That's the only way.
You gotta double tap him, dude. Yeah.
That's the only way.
Is there anybody stronger in OVW after that match than Kid?
Hasn't been anybody stronger.
No.
There hasn't been anybody stronger in this long as Kid Colossus right now.
So can I give you a little bit of fantasy booking for me?
I feel like I know where you're going. Let's hear it.
I kind of now I would love to see him hold that, and who I would love to see get into the U.S. Championship picture to take him on is a returning mammoth Donovan Cecil.
It's there.
Please, oh please.
Two big boys.
There you go.
I'm ready for it.
That's as meat on meat as it gets.
Yeah, and don't count out the athleticism of either one of them.
Oh
no,
yeah, absolutely. Those comparisons you threw out that one day when you did it about the mammoth who
Misawa.
Misawa. Yep.
Yeah, it's all there. Japanese wrestling. Oh, injected into my veins.
I'll also accept a little Big Zo, but I definitely want. I want some big dude versus big dude here.
Yeah. Let's do it,
man. Big Zo be going to some places.
Yeah.
Like
talk about light versus dark.
Like man, like he's got some rhetoric. He's got a wide lexicon, man. He be cutting promos on little kids and come on, man. I don't know if I want to see Zo go that far. Be like, I don't care about you, Lee.
Yeah,
I don't care.
He'd be dropping some bars.
Yeah, he'd be using 25 cent words to talk about.
Well, matter of fact, and he dropped it on Facebook. He had a song he was on. He did some rapping back then. I think it was a track he dropped in 2011. And so he's got that.
I gotta hear that. That's the new theme song.
Yeah, I was like, we need that, man.
What was his rap name?
I have to look again.
Yeah,
but they had a real Memphis kind of style going on.
Oh hell yeah!
I was like,
I'd probably like it.
I was like, we need that sound back.
Yeah,
no, we need that kind of sound back in the mainstream.
That'd be. So he was doing Memphis in 2011.
It was very southern, Again, this was 2011, so that prime southern rap sound was still there.
Yeah.
With the boozy sound, Webby.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. What's another DMX? Those sounds back then, it was.
Yeah, we're still coming off of 3-6 and all of that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
so it was
the South was on top at that point.
Because he even had Wayne, with his Louisiana roots going he was doing. I mean, Wayne was so versatile then, but he still had that sound going too, and so was replicating that. I'm like,
oh, that's so good. That's so great.
Yeah,
we gotta.
So look that up on the internet, folks.
We'll
it's out there for you.
Gotta hear that
on YouTube. Yeah, we'll get it. We'll find the link.
Any final thoughts, Brian Allen?
I have something I'd like you guys to do.
Yeah, let's do it.
Who do
Jumping
you think?
jacks?
Yes, right now. Let me zoom out. Who do you think was the MVP of the week?
If we're going a week, we're counting for Independence or Age and Rewind, or just
Well, let's just this episode.
just this episode.
Yeah,
Okay.
just this episode. Who do you think was the MVP of the episode? Who?
I mean, this screen just showed Tommy. I mean, that is a candidate at least. But I mean,
JJ's double.
He's there.
I might go Tommy.
I might go Tommy, but I'm also might go commentary table, because there are multiple instances this week, and not just in first match with Lawson and Brendan, Icon and T-Dub, the scramble, just things that are coming to my mind where they threw in these really small seeds there of like, oh, they're really working that injury or they're really working Lawson's injury here. Brendan's working that shoulder. He went through 2 tables the other night, and you can tell he's making that a target, or other elements they threw in to help with the in-ring storytelling. It was all through this episode. I mean, you were talking with Carmen Michael, bringing up with Jay De Niro, and how he was saying it took him however long to get to the top. It took Dustin this long, and throwing that. Loved it.
Numbers.
So I'm throwing them in there too, maybe with Tommy Boy.
I do think that they've gotten really a good table going right now.
Yeah.
I do think they've got a really, really solid table. Carmen's been a great addition.
Yeah.
I really liked AJ. How much AJ loves Evil Z.
Yeah. He was,
during that scramble,
match,
that made me so happy.
and the reaction to the crazy stuff that was going on with Tommy Boy too, I was like, the table, they're killing this, making it real authentic. I mean, those are true reactions. I don't know how they don't have a slip up with commentary kind of anywhere, any sport, any realm. I'd be like, oh, I'd get fired quick.
Explicit tag.
Really? Yeah. But yeah, praise to, I think those maybe our lock-ins. Tommy Boy.
Yeah, just because I think Tommy Boy match of the night obviously was for me Brendan Balling and JJ,
right.
Letting Tommy Boy get back into a wrestling ring in a substantial way has the highest ceiling of everything that I saw tonight.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Agreed.
I think I'll go Tommy Boy.
So if we like that, maybe we'll do that more often. We'll talk about kind of what we think's the MVP of the night.
Yeah.
All right.
Work it in.
You may resume your closing statements.
I think that's it for me.
Yeah, I think that's it for me. Drink your water, take your zinc, be kind to someone else. Be the best part of their day. That's what I got.
That's. I mean, I don't have anything that good. Thank you guys so much for listening. Love you guys.
Yeah,
See ya.
Love you too.